Louisey hug.
Hello, hello. God, this song just makes me think of Reno and nothing else. Hello. I hope everyone is doing well. And now thinking about Reno also. Stream is so early. Mwahahahaha. Hi. Hey, what's up? Missing Reno hours. Every hour is missing Reno hours. My God. Hello, thank you so much, Sweet Caribou, for the 9 months of support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Louisey Hug right back at ya. Thank you so much. I hope you are good. Thank you so much for the support. Hello, how's it going, everyone? Hello, Zaid, Movemeister, Trish. I hope you've been enjoying the Persona videos. It feels like so long ago. I hope you've been enjoying them. Hungry Lesbian, Dice the Vice, Runner, Hearth Guy, Geo, Bluebird, Hispanic, Hades, Blood Chronism, Caribou,
Louisey Pop.
Louisa Pop. Thank you so much, Al. Thank you for the 7 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Louisa Pop. Couldn't agree more, actually.
Hello, do you have a moment to talk about Crestology? Akatsu Smilers.
Crests? Crestology? Why, I have all the time in the world for crests. Ho, 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 ho. Thank you so much, Aljak, for the 17 months. Holy macaroni. Thank you so freaking much. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much. Penguin, I am so proud of you. What have you cooked up for today? I'm finally ahead of you in the game. Let's go. I hope it's going very well. Time for the Beagle boys and girls. We love to see it. Hello, Paul. How's it going? The videos are great. Thank you. Hello, AJ. Is it almost time for the time skip? There's never enough time. There's never enough of it. God, It's almost like I had 3 months to talk to my daughter and I still didn't. Time. Yes, we will watch the Edelgard Tower scene. Please remind me, like, before we jump into the game or something. That would be the best, I think. Because otherwise I'll watch it and then we'll jump into the game and we won't talk even for a second. But maybe that's what we should do. Now I want to play. Oh, god damn it. Now I want to play the game. Time is pretty cool and there's never enough time. I neglect my daughter because of time. I tell my daughter 3 months ago that I need to tell her something and I don't find any time to do such a thing. God. No talking stream. This is gonna be no talking, only Fire Emblem. I'm just gonna sit here and like react but not make any noise. Good morning, Edelgard Nation. Let's go. Are you an Edelgard stan? Are you a Hubert stan? Are you an Edelbert Hugard stan? Welcome. This is the stream for you. It's yes. Yes. Oh no, I'm Yuritsa, and all I have going for me is a cool haircut and that's it. No wait, not Yuritsa, what's his name? Do you mean Gerald? The Yuritsa slander. He hasn't even done anything. Well, maybe. I'm not really sure about that. Gerald. Jerry. Pops, as I call him. The old geezer. That lad. The one. Yeah. Him. No Mike, no Cam, pure Fire Emblem. That's it. I'm just gonna pure Fire Emblem, nothing else. Yuritsa is dad now. I still don't even, I think like I've gaslit myself into not believing it. Like I assume he is, but I feel like the game never like really confirms it.
There's
so I'm just like
time before the time skip, despite the fact that I waited for 3 months for the right time. I'm sure Gilbert understands. Dropped, probably.
Thank you so much. Gilbert definitely gets it. Definitely. Thank you so much for the 100 biddies, house guy. Thank you. That sounds completely accurate, and I think it's in the game. I think it's a hidden line. But yeah. Oh my god, I don't know why that scared me. Ooh. Thank you so much. Not this music. It is pretty. We only got like 14 more seconds of it. It's fine. Dice, thank you so much for gifting a sub. That's so kind. Thank you so much for gifting that to Kessos. Thank you. That's so very lovely. Thank you for the support. It's more of the same. Fried taters and Polish hunter stew with cabbage, mushroom and meat. My comfort dish that I make way too often. Oh, that sounds very nice. That sounds very warming. I'm about to butcher this. I butcher it every time my brother bullies me for my pronunciation of this game. Tteokbokki? Maybe? I love tteokbokki. Oh my god, it's so good. Oh, now that's comfort food. Did you have it with like cheese on it and everything? Hannah is early. Yes, I want to do early streams. I want to be earlier. I want to be morning stream. Well, morning in other time zones. Not mine. Good day. How are you today? I'm on your channel because of 14 and I see you're playing 3 houses. Are you having fun? Which house are you teaching? Thank you so much. I'm currently teaching the Black Eagles. I have previously taught the Blue Lions. I'm currently teaching the Black Eagles and it is beautiful and I love them and I care for them very dearly and they're so wonderful. A little traitorous to the realm, but you know, I kind of support that and encourage them. Yes. Hi, Simint. How you doing? It's 8:30 AM for me. Cheers from the West Coast. Oh my goodness, very early morning. Early bird Hannah era? Perhaps. Maybe I'm already trying to adjust my schedule for Canada. Who's to say? So this is not your first playthrough. What do you think of Blue Lines? I loved it. I loved it so much. I love Dimitri. This is like my little ranking tier list. And now as you can see, Dimitri, Felix, and Ash are at the top. I think they're fantastic and beautiful and wonderful and incredible. I didn't like the end, but I think that's because you are meant to play multiple routes. So we'll see what the end of this one is. Although I assume I'm not gonna like it either. I don't know. I don't know. I guess we'll see. I'm in Canada and I approve of your stream time. Beautiful. Little church haters. Yeah, we just kind of hate the church, as we should, in my humble opinion, and very non-biased opinion. But I think hating the church is cool, and I encourage it. Yeah. What did you not like about the end? I think the game sets up that there are so many problems in Fodlan, and like the end of the Blue Lions is like, we haven't really solved any of the issues. And also, because I romanced Dimitri, it's like, yes, the Archbishop and the King of Fodlan are in a relationship. Which... wow, that's bad. That's terrible. So, it wasn't a very satisfying end. I was just like, right, okay. Yikes. Ooh, that's... ooh, don't like that. But yeah. Hello, this is my first time in the stream. Is it fair to assume you hate anyone who is not in your top 5 and you also never ever change your mind and the list is final? Yeah, it sure is. Anyone outside of the top 5, I just have general disdain towards, and truly, I don't think they're good characters. For if you cannot detect sarcasm, I like everyone from Death Knight up. They're all good. I like them all. I don't even dislike these people. I just don't think they're as good. Okay? Where I went up, didn't she? No. Technically she went down a lot. But she was at the bottom as a joke. But in my actual list, she was like here-ish. And now she's here. Here. So she actually went down massively. Yeah.
How could you hate the church? They never do anything bad. They have Sadith and Flynn and therefore are exempt from all suspicion.
Kinda. Yeah, you know what? I've changed my mind. Thank you so much for the 100 bits. She hates all characters. Yes, it's so true. I'm definitely not someone who is like, oh my god, I love talking about characters. I love them all. Please. Sadith and his sister. Ray's best quality is having Sadith around. Honestly, not wrong. I think if Sadith wasn't in the scenes with Raya, I would find her even more unbearable. So she's good at making decisions, but not all decisions. Like most decisions she's not good at making. She's a complicated woman, you know? I can't keep up. I just reminded that I lost my retirement fund. RIP Luxury, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. May you get some channel points back. You know, maybe we'll have some bets and you'll win big. I remember sometime during the Blue Lions playthrough you went, man, if the church doesn't end up being the main villain. I know, right? And then it was just like, no, Adol God. And I was like, okay, well, okay, I guess. Some of the Blue Lines really bothered me to do, especially seem to basically submit himself to slavery on his own. That's how it read to me. Nightly values are hard to deal with for me. What it involves obeying your king even when he's kind of homicidal. I kind of disagree, to be honest. I don't think Dedue is submitting himself to slavery. I think that's not true at all. He is so poorly treated by everyone in Garreg Mach always, and he believes so strongly in Dimitri that he, like Hubert does for Edelgard, he submits himself to Dimitri because he believes in him, and Dimitri is one of the only people who has not treated him as just another person from Duscar who doesn't deserve the time of day or whatever. And the whole point of the Blue Lions is discussing knightly values and how it can break people. Like, that's what Felix really represents, is how his father, Lord Rodrigues, how his coping mechanisms with knightly values and the reflection on that to Glenn then destroyed Felix And I think the whole supports of all of the blue lines like really break down the idea of knightly values and how it can lead to such troubling feelings. Edelgard ends up with the main villain. It depends what route you're playing. I'm glad Leonie is at the bottom. She might rise, to be honest. I just don't know anything about her because she's I've never played Golden Deer. How can anyone believe in Dimitri? He doesn't just kill women, he murders them. He murders women. So true. I know little. We will teach you luxury. Do not fear, do not fear. But yes, it's like house dependent. So I assume Dimitri is going to be the main villain for Edelgard. When... Can we just take like... Maybe the church will be. I don't know. The story changes. I believe in Dimitri killing and murdering. Yeah, I believe in Dimitri rights. Dimitri rights to do whatever he wants. Good for Dimitri. May he murder and rip heads off and eat rats all he wants. Dimitri is bad and we hate him and he's not number one. God, no! You take that back. Hi, Bixter. I suppose the whole notion of value that calls for unquestioning loyalty feels problematic to me. Any behavior can be excused as just following orders, that's my opinion. But if you get more joy with the blue lines... Well, I mean, it obviously is problematic. But I think that's incredible writing. You know? Like, I think Edelgard is very problematic. I think Dimitri, like all of these characters are problematic because they're real and cool characters. Is Dimitri the Hanako character or is he just that well written or both? Dimitri's pretty Hanako. What are they gonna do? Cancel the Empress? Please. Someone write a twit longer about Edelgard. Stat. She needs to be brought down. Starting war is problematic. It's almost like the entire fundamental of crests are like horrifically problematic.
Oh hi. Thanks for this little home away from home and the Goober family you've given us all. You're such an inspiration and a genuinely awesome, beautiful being. So grateful for your streams allowing me to smile and escape now and then Louisey smile.
Aw, thank you so much, Sarah, for the tier 2. Thank you for the 32 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're such a sweet bean. What the hell? Thank you so much. Thank you for the support. I appreciate you. Thank you. I think women should be more problematic, actually. I just think everyone should create more issues, like, in the world. Hubert manages Edelgard's Twitter account. She just goes post to tweet Hubert in the same way they say pull the lever croc. Oh. Especially my future ex-wife Manuela. Wrong lever. Edelgard notes our apology. But honestly, genuinely, I find it so boring when people are like, oh, this character did nothing wrong or whatever, because I'm like, no, they did do stuff wrong. That's why they're interesting. Don't make them boring. Stop. Make them do all their issues. Oh my god. I don't want to fix them. I want to see them learn and grow and make mistakes and do all the things terribly. That's why it's an interesting plot. Don't take this away from me. Grrr. The Akechi fact. Oh my god. Yeah. It tires me so much. Oh, and Nagito. What a guy. God. Hubert's fake accounts where he argues with Edelgard just all night. Yes, and he likes all her tweets on like all 6 of his accounts. Yes. Yes. Up are you in Black Eagles? I'm on chapter 10. So basically Geralt just bit the dust. Yeah. Which 3 houses house would Nagito be in? He would be kicked out of them all. And then maybe the Golden Deer would like accept him. But like they wouldn't like him. He would be allowed to stick around, but He's not allowed to talk to Ignatz though. That's it. He's clearly underground. Oh, that's true, actually. Maybe he's, yeah. Yeah, maybe he's underground. Nagato would be sent to live with the sewer children. I think you might be right. What would be the best place to post a relevant Fire Emblem ship post? If you want me to see it, then media. If you don't want me to see it, then stream spoilers. It's only good when it's written as a joke about characters who've literally done everything wrong. Yeah, like if it's like you post a picture of like Dimitri when he's like eating rats and being a feral little insane man, and you say Dimitri did nothing wrong, then hell yeah. But sometimes I cannot tell when people are joking because of the internet, and I'm just like, I'm scared. Do you believe this? Do you believe it or no? I would hate them in real life and would never want to be friends with them, but they are the bestest character, okay? I love them and I think about them all day because guess what? They're fictional. It's crazy. Imagine liking fictional characters. Fictional settings are the perfect place to appreciate problematic characters. Yeah, they're immensely flawed as people, but they're not real. There's no consequences outside of the piece of media, so why not enjoy it for the storytelling without having to justify it to fit within your own real life morals and values? Oh my god, so based. Dimitri is definitely not wife material. Well, neither am I, so I can't judge him. I guess. God. Hi, Silicatel. I love Dimitri and Edelgard, and sometimes people love of them gets a little intense. I mean, when I grew up on the internet, I grew up in 2014 Tumblr. So like people were regularly just being doxxed for like not liking Supernatural. So I think that changed my life forever, because if you hate a character, great, I don't care. Like, why do you have, like, if you want to talk about why they're like not written well, fascinating, love that. You tell me why they don't work, tell me all of that, love that. If you just hate them and you just want to shit on people whilst they're enjoying them, I have literally no time for you, even at all. I gotta be honest. So yeah, thanks Tumblr. You've invalidated my existence. When I grew up on the old 2007 fanfiction.net, you got cancelled for nothing in fandom unless you were literally killing people IRL. I know, I think I just am like, it doesn't matter. It isn't real. It doesn't matter. Just chill. Calm down. I'll take, people are also have their own opinions about media, and that's totally fine actually. Crazily enough, I think you might be right. I've been on Tumblr since inception days, 2010, my god, and it was just lawless. I both loved it and missed it, and also at the same time I don't miss it all. I'm the same, like, I sometimes go on Tumblr and I'm like, damn, I kind of miss when this place was a hell site. Like, I have so many fond memories of like what Tumblr was. But also I think it's good that it's not like that anymore. Though there are still, there's like a different form of crazy pants on the internet now, I guess. And it tires me just as much. Sometimes however specific flaw taken to a certain extent can be triggering, at least to me. I think that's fair, like it's fair, like you can't control what triggers you or upsets you or anything. But to then, in my opinion, like if you then take that personal thing and would try, like obviously not saying you do this, just in general, like you can be upset and triggered or whatever by a certain thing, but then to just demand that everyone else feels that way, or be like, how can you like that character because they made me feel this way. That's where it's like, you've gone too far. You need to back up. You need to chill. Someone else can enjoy them. It's fine. Cupid is also not wife material. That's why he's handling. I swear to God. I just keep reading things and not thinking that they're going this direction. Tumblr craziness went to Twitter, I think. I think so. I think you're right. Oh no. Sorry, I've got to enter my regularly scheduled depression of this music. I have to have a breakdown. I'll be right back. Oh god. Dimitri fans and Edelgard fans arguing about which one. I'm sorry, I'm actually tearing up. It's just music. It's fine, and I'm fine. Dimitri and Edelgard fans arguing about which one is more of a criminal. Meanwhile, Freya fans all agree unanimously that she's probably definitely a war criminal. Yes. Twitter was best social media. Was being a very big word. It sure was. One day. Oh. Tumblr's calmed down these years. I don't think NSFW is even banned anymore on Tumblr. Like, I think it's still like, there are certain more rules about it, but you can still, I think they took them away. Are you saying that people are allowed to have their own opinions? I hate to be controversial, but yeah. I think, so there's this thing, and it's called subjectivity. I think it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty neat. I try to curate my Twitter to avoid fandom drama, but it's been sneaking through again. Yeah, luckily my Twitter is very, for the most part, my Twitter is pretty good. I see like people be mad, but I never see like the original reason. So I guess that's good. And all the people I follow are chill and cool. And I hope it just stays that way. My Twitter feed is just cats and dogs video. Perfect. Mine is just like Final Fantasy and Persona and a lot more Trigun recently. That's been nice. And Genshin, even though I don't play Genshin, but that's nice too. Although Genshin is a scary fandom, I will say Genshin scares me. Genshin players are very scary. Also my hair is like disappearing into the green screen. Oh, no? Kinda. Well, Interesting. Oh my god, Hannah said I'm cool. You are. Music? I literally was tearing up. Was unable to speak for a little. Just a moment though, it's fine. On Tumblr you can create your experience pretty easily. On Twitter I feel like you see everything whether you want it or not. So you can go on the following tab rather than the for you tab. That helps a lot. If you just look at who you're following and then you ignore everyone else, that's pretty nice. New Trigun anime for the Zoomers is alright. It's so good. It's so good. Maybe this makes me a Zoomer. I don't know. But it's so good. It's so good. I love Wolfwood. I love Vash. I love Meryl. I just love them. I think they're so good. I just, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Trigun makes brain go blah, blah, blah. If this is kosher to ask, Cody, it's fine. I am 24 and I am 25 next week. What? My birthday is next week? Okay, it's fine. Yeah. Happy early birthday, thank you. Prime real estate much? Place is smack dab in the heart of Tokyo. Thank you so much, Quiet Epiphany, for the Prime sub. Welcome on in. Thank you so much. Thank you. I hope you're doing well. Enjoy the emotes. Yeah, 1998. The year, the best year, the coolest year. Obvi. Yeah, exactly. I'm the awkward one between millennial and Zoomer for sure. I just, whatever. I like avocado on toast. I guess that makes me a millennial. Happy early birthday. Thank you. 2000, we gotta leave. 98, when Final Fantasy VII had been out and it was worth getting birthed. Yeah, I had to wait until at least Final Fantasy VII was around before I was exiting the womb, because I just couldn't live in a world without it. Although, as a YouTube commenter did say, because I wasn't alive when Final Fantasy VII came out, I should never be allowed to play it. You're younger than me? I guess so. I'm Ash, crumbled bones. If you've been accused of being the reason everything is bad in the world, I'll work on that. I'll work on that. This is why we'll never own a house. Us and our avocado toast. I know. I'd love to own a house at some point, but I do like avocado quite a lot. It's hard. Anyway, do we want to watch the Schmedelgard tower scene and then play the game? Yes. Amazing. Would anyone perchance have a link for it? Because maybe I shouldn't Google things. You play games on this channel? Sometimes. Rarely, if I have to. No Googling, it is dangerous. Oh my god, comebacks, I just saw that. I want to retweet that, it's so good. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for the links. Hold on, I gotta retweet this. Okay. Right. Damn, didn't Just One Gamer have all of the Danganronpa ones too? Are they the curator of all the best things I need? Wow. The fingerless glove on chin aesthetic is really... Thank you. It's called being very cold. Ah! Oh my goodness! Inochi! Hello! It's so lovely to have you here. Thank you so much. Innovate! Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. How are you doing? Thank you. Thank you so much, readers. Welcome on in. What were you playing today, Inochi? Thank you so much. Oh, I'm sorry, sick digital toaster. Oh no. Oh no. Hi Hoverbot, what's up? Welcome. We're playing Fire Emblem. For the first, well, I've played the Blue Lions route and I'm now playing the Black Eagles route for the first time. And we're just gonna watch the tower scene of Edelgard. Because I let fate choose who I met for that scene, and I got Hubert, which No complaints. He's a beautiful lad. And now we go with Edelgard. Oh my god, it's male Byleth. Terrifying. No. No, no, no. Persona Hype Train? Yo. Wait, which Persona are you playing? If Lawrence had showed up, I would have cry laughed. It would have been amazing. I said female, but okay. Phew. God. Terrifying. Thank you so much. Oh yes, please do go run and do all the post stream things. Thank you so much for the raid. I hope you've been enjoying. Okay. Display. My camera. You can see the mic. Get it out of here. Okay. I love your tag so much. Thank you. Would you believe it doesn't help? Hello. Welcome.
Oh, here you are. Are you waiting for someone?
I was waiting for you.
For me? Well, you should have summoned me earlier. Regardless, here I am.
Has something happened?
No, nothing in particular. In fact, that's why I came here. This place, the Goddess Tower, it was special to my parents.
Oh.
My father attended the officers'
Oh
academy.
no.
A few years after graduating, he was crowned emperor. One day, during a visit to the monastery, he snuck into the Goddess Tower on a nostalgic whim. And there she was, my mother. She had just enrolled in the academy that very year. They were instantly drawn to each other. Love at first sight, you could say. It was the first time either had truly been in love. Or so the story goes. Yes. Of course, as emperor, my father had already married for political reasons.
Oh.
As the empire demands many heirs, he also had numerous other lovers.
Oh.
In the end, my mother settled for becoming one of his many consorts. But I choose to believe there was genuine love between them.
Okay, Jesus.
I suppose it's a silly story.
Jesus,
to cling to.
right. It's a lovely, I don't know if it is a lovely story, but okay. Okay, sorry, I just needed to recover before we continue on. Oh my god. She didn't have many, she did. I knew that she had many siblings. I didn't realize they all had different mothers. I thought like, I'm used to like British, like, oh wait, where is it? Yes, I don't know. Wow. Whew.
For some reason, I feel compelled to tell you all of these things I have kept hidden. I can't say the name, but
That's
it was
cute.
a noble who I met in the kingdom a lifetime ago. Anyway, what about you?
Wait, what? Oh, your first love? Oh, that's okay. Sorry, I missed the what we picked.
For some reason, I feel compelled to tell you all of these things I have kept hidden. I can't say the name, but it was a noble who I met in the kingdom a lifetime ago. Anyway, what about you? It's your turn to reveal some long-held secret. You can share a story about your past, or perhaps tell me about your first love.
No, I want to hear more about yours. Please.
You're telling the truth. I can tell. I wasn't even able to make you blush.
Sorry. I actually don't know how.
No, I'm the one who should apologize. It wasn't my intention to pry. I'm just intrigued by you and your mysterious past. You have supposedly always been a mercenary, but I believe there's more to your story than that. Let's leave it there for today and return to the ball.
Let's not.
There must be plenty of students hoping to talk with you, and to dance with you. I would not wish to prevent you from mingling. I cannot keep you all to myself, after all.
No, you can. That's fine. But what was this? I can't say the name, but it was a noble who I met in the kingdom a lifetime ago. let's discuss Edelgard. Let's think about this. Let's go over this. So why can't you say the name? Is it because they go to this school? And they're a noble. How noble? Like, are they a future king? Are they a lord? Are they what's the family situation like? Terrible? Well, that doesn't rule anyone out. Okay. And they're from the king a lifetime ago. So you were a lot young. Who did you meet? Why were you in the kingdom? Why were you in the kingdom a lifetime ago? It's very interesting. This is a lot of thoughts. Did they give you a gift, Edelgard? Was that like a dagger involved at any point? Like friendly daggers, like daggers of affection. A noble, can't believe her first love was Lawrence. Oh my god, Lawrence was on holiday to the kingdom? Wow. And he's stomping her feet while you dance. Did you dance with them? Start the Danganronpa patrol. Felix. What was his personality? Was he a little tsundere, kinda? Was he a very sweet boy? Was he blonde? Like, what hair color? Just give us hair color and eye color and we can figure it out. Come on, Edelgard! Was he an animal? Not yet. In future years he was. I see. Okay. Does his hair look like spaghetti? If you could assign a pasta to his hair, what pasta would it be? Hear me out. Shakes Edelgard like a vending machine. I just need to know. I mean, I do know. It must be Dimitri. It must. It has to be. Oh, Dimitri and Edelgard, they make me feel so much pain. Oh my god. Oh, lasagna hair. Nice. It's like the shell pasta. That's what the hair is like. Yeah. What kind of carbs would you say that her appearance reminds you of? Yeah. Unrelated? No, not by blood or anything. Actually, it was Glenn. Oh my god. Actually, that makes sense. Glenn, obsessed individual number 53. The glow will never end. It's all about glow. Glow and claw. Glenn and Patricia Law. That's it. That's all I care about in these games. I just need it. It was Ingrid! Oh my god. Oh my god. Me taking every drop out of this dried out cactus. Would Felix Law be Floor? Yes. Yeah. Amazing how much one character that we never meet has affected so much. Yeah, right? Patricia, Glenn, what are you two doing? Who the fuck is Patricia? Patricia is like her mom, I think. Please don't correct me. I would rather just be wrong and figure it out all over again. Patricia, there was like a lady Patricia who Cordelia was like besties with, and Lady Patricia was the one to marry who was sent to get with Dimitri's dad after Dimitri's mom died. And then they stayed there for a year, and Dimitri was like, oh, she was always just looking out the window and she looked so depressed and sad and she hated me, and or something. That might be wrong, but she was depressed. And then she died, question mark, in the Battle of Duscott? No, is that different? I don't remember. She died, so did the king, everyone died, and I think it was Lady Edelgard's mom? Maybe? I need the details, Edelgard. Who was this noble? Who are your parents? What are their names? Give me the details. My god. Who the fuck is Cordelia? Or is it Cornelia? She was the one with the, like, atrocious character design. And, like, Ash killed her. She was the one... Her dress did defy gravity. But just in, like, a very annoying way of, like, how does that work? She had very pretty eyes. Yeah, her design was boobs. I guess that makes sense. I have no recollection of this person. Boobs, no gravity. That was it. That was it. Pink hair, probably. I'll hate that. Yeah, that's the one. Yes, you're so right. I don't remember what her face looked like. I was distracted by the lack of gravity. Yeah. Joker, please remember that when I say please don't confirm or deny either way, that I mean don't confirm or deny either way. I don't want to know. Do not. Thank you. She had the one really creepy face. I don't remember. What was her name again? Cornelia or Cordelia? Either one. Something like that. Anyway, let's play the video game. Let's hope Lady Patricia shows up, you know? I don't think she will, but... When memory fails, we keep it that way. Exactly. I will not open up Ring Fit Adventure. Fire Emblem 3 Houses. I missed Edelgard's Tower event. It just evolved into me talking about Dimitri and Edelgard for a while. As it should have. Cornelia is the woman, Cordelia is Lysithia's last name. There we go. There we go. God knows my memory of past roots just blend together. Oh, I'm not surprised. Yeah, our dad did die. Don't worry. We're not gonna feel much about it after this month. Or during this month. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Lysithia? Oh yeah, wait, isn't her name Ordelia, not Cordelia? Yeah, Ordelia sounds right. Rip Gerald, anyway. Anyway. Oh wait, if we still haven't had the Manuela Dorothea one, right? I really want that. Manuela Dorothea, let's go.
I'll keep my voice down. Don't want people thinking I'm vying for attention. But
Manuela
is too loud.
This is no good. Sing from your diaphragm. La. Get it?
La. Wow.
Isn't this the game you played a while back? Yes, there's multiple routes. So just because you played one, it doesn't mean you know the whole story. It's never ending. Lahi.
Lahi.
Meow, 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 meow. Manuela, don't bait me like this. What the hell? God damn it. Alright, let's make Manuela and Edelgard eat. Oh, thank you, Smidge. I opened up the website and forgot to turn it on. Like a fool! Thank you.
Lahi. Meow, 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 meow.
White woman jump scare? Manuela's... Manuela! This is... I'm so sorry, Queen. I would never treat you this way.
This is a wonderful dish. You could sell this in any restaurant in the capital.
Oh, I love this meal. How did you know?
Looking back on this game, I feel like Gerald's death isn't handled well at all. Oh no, it's like, I genuinely think this is like the weakest part of the whole game. Like, I think it is not good. To be honest, I think it's so weirdly done. I don't think Monica is well done. I don't think Gerald is well done. I don't think, like, I even think the talking to people around the monastery is just weirdly done. Like, Hilda literally straight up looks at you and goes, oh, I get you're sad, but Leonie is sad. Like, Leonie really loved Gerald. And I'm like, I don't think that's Hilda. I don't think Hilda would say that. I don't know, that's great. It's so weird. So weird.
Why are we seated beside each other? I cannot enjoy my food with you sitting here. Just shut up.
Thank you. Holy moly.
I don't dance.
I don't dance. Quiet Epiphany, thank you so very much for the 1,000 bits. That is so kind. Thank you so much. Holy moly. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you for the 1,000 bits. There's not a single person out there that felt anything in Gerald's death, and that in itself is pretty impressive. When you have 8 charges of time rewinding gameplay, but after one, Arthur says, nah, bitch, she's dead, let it go. And also, the thing that makes me so annoyed, right after that cutscene where you only use one of your 8 charges of rewind time, Sothis goes, well, that's fate. That's all it is. It's fate. When literally the whole point of the rewind is to change the fate and be like, because someone dies, so you rewind and change their fate. So, and then when you say, I don't think that's true, she goes, oh, calm down. Pull yourself together. What? Girl, no, stop. Oh my God. It makes me mad. It makes me mad. Oh. I think the cutscene is supposed to allude to the fact that Violet's sent him several times. Then it does a really bad job of showcasing that. Like, really bad. I gotta be honest. Game does it with Virtue as well. Yeah, it does. It was a budget issue. I'm crying. It's just so sad. Like, oh. And like the Monica thing, I found so interesting. And I don't really know what I feel about Monica, because I thought Monica would like become a character. No offense, Monica. I thought she would like, because she keeps being like, I'm in your class. But she isn't. And then like the whole ... thing with the last mission. And then she's like, oh, let me just stab you. It's just like, what? Wouldn't this have been more effective if we knew who Monica was, even slightly? That's all. Or something? I don't know. Feel so. They really do skimp on cutscenes in this game, especially now that I've been playing Engage. Is no one questioning? One person questions it, and it's like a student. It's not even a proper character. They're like, oh, Edelgard and Monica were hanging out a lot. Oh, no, I wouldn't mean to accuse... That's one side character, not even a real character. Good luck, Penguin. You got this. Make all the calls. Doesn't Hubert also say that? He says like he doesn't like that they're hanging out so much, but that's prior to these events. Unless I'm completely misremembering what he said, or like forgetting what he said yesterday. Oh no, I want to play Three Hopes.
Caspar, your stomach will burst if you eat all of that.
Don't worry about me. I've got a stomach of steel. Professor knows what I'm talking about.
Ash's face. What? That came out of nowhere. What? That was amazing. What? That was so good. What? That was so good. Oh my god. That was incredible. Oh. He is gobsmacked. That is the perfect word for it. He truly is gobsmacked. Jeez. That was so good. Ferdinand. Oh, I made you eat. Dorothea.
I would be liking that greatly.
By less than our fourth lunch.
I don't like being hit on during a meal. So it's nice to be with you.
You're welcome. There's a chapter where Hubert is watching Monica talk to Edelgard in the training grounds. In the chapter after there is a dagger lying on the ground where Hubert's standing. I don't know what that's meant to mean or represent, I'll be honest. Ooh, Linhart and Lysithea. Just doing some, it's just cheaties. Naturally. Wait, who did I just say? Lysithea and Linhart? I think so. Yeah, okay. Killer instinct? Maybe? Maybe?
This is my favorite. I am rather
Hubert
happy
likes
you
to leave
went out of
daggers
your way
around
to
like
pick
bread
it,
crumbs
Professor.
so he doesn't get lost.
Eating delicious food really takes my worries away.
I love how you made a plan and forgot the plan in 3 seconds. Unmedicated ADHD is a really fun time. It's a party in my brain at all times. And I'm not even at the party, but it's happening. Anyway, soon I'll be medicated. It's gonna be great. I can't wait. Jesus. I've made Hubert eat, I've made Fuddy, I've made Caspar, I've made Bernie? Bernie and Yuri is fun, actually. Maybe let's do that. I'm switching ADHD meds next week and I'm so nervous about being totally wonky for multiple days. Oh boy. Oh, I hope it goes well.
You see,
Yes.
the knife is meant to create a sense of unease, especially in the presence of Hubert.
I see, I
Meant to
see.
feel as though there's a threat looming around every corner right behind Hubert. Edelgard and Hanleth's shared little mistress.
Meals are better enjoyed when in the company of others. Don't you agree, Bernadetta?
Sure, but can I get all this, to go?
My mum was very stressed, so I sent her flowers and she's very happy about it. on, Winnie. Okay, Winnie's here as well. Thank you for the follow, and thank you so much for the 100 biddies, Sminch. Thank you. I'll replay it because I didn't get to hear it properly.
Boy.
You see, the knife is meant to create a sense of unease, especially in the presence of Hubert. It's meant to feel as though there's a threat looming around every corner right behind Hubert. Edelgard and Hanleth share little mysteries.
Jeez. Thank you so much for the 100 biddies. Do not knock over the juice, Winifredo. I will. And you show everyone your beautiful face. Thank you. Ugh. When you should have #1 in the tier list. Honestly, you're right. Oh, no, I'm covered in dog fur. It's fine. Winnebago craves violence, always. Do you want to leave now? Okay, hold on. Winifred, love me. Bye. She only wanted a cameo. Yes, of course. She is the star of the show, so you know we got to make way for her. I'm so sorry. We got very distracted. Tim. What were we talking about? I don't remember. Oh, why he's leaving daggers everywhere. Thank you so much for the 100 video switch. The way there's an actual ADHD medication shortage in US, many of my friends. Yes! No, I know about this. My my American friends were visiting the UK and they were saying about it. Which is wild. I don't know if it's affecting the UK at all, because hopefully I'm gonna get prescribed like next week for my ADHD meds, and then my life will change. Maybe. Maybe. My brain will be quiet. It will be incredible. Wow, look at all the Hubert. Come on. Next week? I think so. We're getting there. Slowly. Eventually. One day. Canada? Soon. Soon TM. It's happening. Finally. Finally. Finally, dear God. Oh, Hubert! Oh no, I've already made him eat food. God damn. Congrats on birth and medication. Oh my goodness. True. My birthday and being medicated. Incredible. Incredible. I don't know who to make eat with who. Enjoy your lunch. I don't think it's affecting the UK. The problem is entirely with American pharmaceutical. Ah, I see. Edelgard, we made Edelgard eat already. Putting on life will change while you grab your medication does indeed sound pretty dope. Oh my god, I'm gonna rock up to the pharmacy playing Persona 5 on Max. Wahoo, let's go! And then maybe my brain will be quiet and I'll be able to have a thought. What? What? What?
The flavor is nostalgic to me for some
Raw
reason.
dog, your ADHD.
I'd like some more.
I think I've been doing that for years enough that I'm like... I'm good. You know, maybe. Maybe. Hi, Pachi! I cannot see Pachi in chat, but I see people saying hello to Pachi. Hello! Relogged into Twitter and got flashbanged by light mode. Oh dear. I actually keep my Twitter in light mode. It's the only app I keep in light mode, and I don't know why. Ugh. The Caspar method. Yeah, actually. I can't afford a issue miss. Oh, I'm so sorry. God, the US terrifies me. I'm so sorry. I know that it makes sense because of the game, and I know that I'm just asking for too much, but the fact that there is no Dimitri Edelgard support, like not even one, that it just like one between all of the house leaders, just one. Like they would have had to hang out at some point during their time at the monastery. Just one C support, just one. Like, I just want one of Claude calling Edelgard princess and then Edelgard doing an Aerith style whack with a metal chair. Like that. And that's... I think that's reasonable. I think that's reasonable. I know, they deprived us. Thank you, Soda. That's exactly it. That's exactly what I want to see Edelgard do to Claude. They don't interact, they walk through each other like a main character walks through NPCs. You know, I believe this is the one. We're gonna win this one. Ingrid will not defeat us. We will become as God.
That is that.
Hannah's got this. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Each battle, a chance to grow.
The hit rate on Ingrid, it will not hold us down. Go student! Quiet on comms. None of that.
As expected.
We're double doing. We're doing max health. Hit rate 53. Woo! Miss. And then I hit. And I miss. And I hit. And I miss. I hit. Oh my god, it's happening. Come on, Hanlith. You suck. Come on, Hanlith. You lost. You are the worst. You are so bad. It's embarrassing. What was this, Ingrid? I know, right? Why didn't Ingrid do this for me? Like, what the hell? It's just not fair. I fired and I missed. I fired and I missed. I shot and I missed. I shot and I missed. Oh. Sorry, welcome. This is what happens when Dimitri doesn't steal all the XP. Wow. Hi, Circus. We watched Edelgard's tower, tower scene, which was very good. And now we're gonna do some fishing. I'm just gonna put on some background music. Lying. Did you say Edelgard Tower scene? I did. I've not played Engage. Start though. Lahi, nom 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 nom. Oh, it's about to pop off. This is the best fishing music. It inspires me. Well, apparently not. I'm doing badly now, but... I do hope there are plans to play Engage. I don't know, I guess you just make watching games more entertaining or something like that, or whatever. I want to play Engage, but I want to play it when I know more of the other games. So maybe once I'm done with... Maybe when I'm done with like Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn and Awakening and Echoes, and then I'll give it a go. But not for a while. Oh, hype I've engaged with my whole life. It is quite cheesy, more so than other games, but I hella love it. I think I will love the cheesiness, even if there's not much of a story. I think if the supports are cheesy enough, I will have a great time. Stato. There are so many games I want to see Hannah play, still waiting for the day to come when we get to Somnium Files. I can't wait for the Somnium Files adventure. I feel like Somnium Files is going to be a beautiful time. Ooh. Engage works if you think of it like a Saturday morning cartoon. I love that as a description. I love that literally all the hit games Hannah names are soon to play or eventually to play all games I love. Yay! Yakuza 0, me too! Oh, Yakuza is gonna be a beautiful time. Sorry, Socken. I miss you already. Yakuza will be so... Because I just have no, like, I don't know anyone's name in Yakuza. I don't know anything. I know nothing at all. And I think it could either be the start of me playing every single Yakuza game ever, or we'll just have a beautiful time with Zero and I can't wait for more, you know? But I feel like it's either one. Either I will be tumbling down the path and just become a Yakuza main streamer, or... What?
Professor.
I already did this.
Hi there!
Hi there! Hello! Oh my goodness. Let's go to the sauna. We haven't been to the sauna in ages. Hi, Ultraviolet. That's still that 1%. Yeah, like, I think, like, I assume it's about Yakuza, but, like, what if it's not? What if it's, like, a whole play on the term? Who's to say? Is Yakuza next game? I think so. Yes. I really, really want to play it for my birthday, but my birthday is next week, and we're not going to get through this game by next week. So... unless I start doing some You know what? Birthday subathon, let's go. And then I'll just play Fire Emblem Three Houses for hours and 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 hours. 24-hour birthday stream, let's go. 48-hour stream. Let's go. Gosh, you ladies are very strong. Oh my god. We've both warmed up and feel really good. We're like... kind of like in sync. It's kind of... wow.
Boy.
Two girls sitting in a sauna, 5 feet apart because they are hella gay.
Hella gay. Thank you so much for the 100 biddies. Thank you. Hella gay. It'll be a new experience to me too. I've only seen my friend play Yakuza 1 for a couple hours. We shall both experience it for the first time. It shall be magical. Hannah's really like it on thick with the polycule application. Look, we've only been to the sauna with Edelgard and Hubert, and for good reason. What do? You do magic. What do you do? 96-hour stream?
Flattery will...
I have seen people do like subathons where they do sleep. Like they'll do like a really long stream day and then they'll sleep and then the hours get like put over to the next stream. So like if I streamed for like 14 hours one day, but there was like 8 hours left on the timer, then the next stream would be 8 hours. I don't think I could do 24 hours straight streaming. I think I would fall apart. I think it would just be shambles. I'm Ferdinand von Iron.
I appreciate...
What does the sauna do? I have no idea. You just relax, I guess. Just put Spaghetti and Winnie in front of the camera. You think Winnie would stay still enough? The final dead room. True. Subathon, let's go. I don't know if people would actually be interested in a subathon. I feel like I need to do something for my birthday, but I don't know what.
I'll get it next time. Thanks for...
Adds a bonus instruction time. Nice. Let's go gamers. I need that. The place where we discovered religion. Oh, why did I skip that one?
Useful.
It's my favorite Ash line.
That's a relief.
You're making me blush.
There's so much left to learn. This...
Never ending stream, let's go. Hannah's gonna stream until Twitch stops existing. I do like the idea of doing like a subathon for my birthday or something before Canada, and then like we go out with a bang, and then I move to Canada, and then I'm back, and then I'm here. Hello. Yeah. Never enough of me. Hello, I'm back. Please don't forget me. Live stream your plane ride. Live stream.
Thank you.
My visa application. Live stream, border control. Yeah. The grind never stops. You gotta keep going. It could also be a Canada celebration subathon. That's true. That's true. It could be like a housewarming party. Yeah. You know what I could do? I'll live stream going to Canada and I'll put the phone on the little luggage roundabout thing, and then you can all tell me what secrets they hide from us. How does that feel? I think that's perfect.
Professor, could you explain?
Of course! I'm kind of terrified to walk the monastery grounds at night. It's unnerving how dark and quiet the place gets. How can I conquer my fear? Sing a song.
Is that really it?
I thought that was fun.
Professor.
Oh, hello. Axe and flying? Why do you want to learn how to use an axe? What? No. No. Why do you want to learn how to use an axe? You've never done that. Actually, I think you have. It's fine.
Professor, a pleasure to see you.
Why are you here? Sorry from a Florence.
I've never been very good at praying. I was here to confess my foolishness. While I'm at it, may I confess something to you too?
No need to ask.
I realize what a burden I've been. On you, I mean. After every breakup, I neglect my work, and I know how that affects you.
It's okay.
I'm completely worthless as a woman.
No!
Can you imagine how that feels? Oh, I'm going to be single for the rest of my life. I just know it. You think so too, don't you?
No! I'm here. No!
Really? So maybe there's still hope for me.
Yes.
Who am I kidding? I've known for years how hopeless I am. What's wrong with me? It's not my looks. I'm still gorgeous. Or am I?
Yes.
Be honest. Do I look old?
No.
Not possible. I'm the songstress who swept the Empire off its feet. Men professed their love for me hourly. It can't be my looks.
You look just fine. You're attractive, Manuela. You're beautiful.
I knew I was right. I'd be in real trouble if I weren't this beautiful. Oh no. If the problem isn't my looks,
Oh no.
and they are not the problem, then it must be, what? My personality?
Your personality is fine. I think it's the state of your bedroom. Which is quite
A girl
impressive.
can tell a lie when she hears one. You think there's a problem, don't you?
No!
I suppose I can be a bit unkempt.
Mm.
I do have a short temper, and I may
That's
be
not
a
your
little
personality.
lazy, sometimes. But I've always heard fellas, you know, like a woman with a few flaws. Seems to me there are plenty of flawed girls who have landed themselves a good man. So maybe my trouble is I'm not imperfect enough. Do you think I could use a few more flaws?
No.
Why? Do you think I'm flawed enough
I think you're
already?
literally perfect. I've never... I just want her to marry me, divorce me, take all of my earthly possessions and leave me destitute, wandering the earth alone, wondering where it all went wrong and how I lost her. Is that too much to ask? That sounds perfectly reasonable. I think that level of devotion is a beautiful thing.
Success.
You can count on me. Pretty good job, if I do say so myself.
Oh? Oh, perfect! Oh, thank you for playing. The issue is that you're still trying to go for a man. Yes, Manuela.
Seems simple enough.
I'm here whenever you want.
Closing in on expertise.
I am closing in on expertise. Saint Sarah stares today. There will be a hymn when you participate. No. No. I've had enough.
Yeah! I'll sing so loud that my voice is gonna reach the sky!
Yeah!
Learning these things gives me great difficulty.
Yeah! My voice is gonna reach the sky! Wow! It's Rhea's birthday? Let's... Do you want some tea?
I'm pleased to have been invited.
Yeah.
I adore
You're
this.
lucky.
Thank you for preparing my favorite tea.
Have
I am
some tea.
grateful.
You're so welcome. Put poison in it. It's time.
Of course.
Dreamy nights. Yeah. Boo.
Yes.
Sweets. Yeah. Great. Real talk. Happy birthday.
How quickly this delightful time has passed.
I'm out of there. I am out of there. She doesn't like cute people or sweets. She's a terrifying woman. Terrifying, I tell you. Ash, my dear, can you... I think I've not thought through the whole plan of him learning how to fly. So he has to learn how to do axe to fly, but I want him to do bow whilst flying. I don't want what they want. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I literally just want him to fly. I just think it would be cool. I don't want to hold him back. 69%. Nice, Felix. That's great work. Great work you're doing. Excellent. I'm very proud of you. Always. Actually, what's the first one? Oh, you do look wonderful like that. It'll never happen. Maybe. Maybe next playthrough I'll actually let you have a sword. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, I like this outfit though. I like the tail. Not in my playthrough. I really did like listen to this guy go on about how much he loves swords, and I was like, he just seems like he'd rather punch people. He's got so much anger in his little body. I just feel like he deserves it. Oh my god, Caspar, is it your time? Oh yeah, he's in the peak. Okay. Let's buy some certifications. For Caspar, you can have a Actually, and then Ash, I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna see what happens. Oh wait, no, I'm Petra as well. But what if she flies away? What if we lose her in the sky? Then what happens? Oh, I wanted to be an assassin. The outfit is so cute, but I have fully just trained her in sword completely. Do we risk it? Oh, but she looks so cool. And the little pointy shoes that are very weird. That's basically guaranteed. 76% is actually almost 100%. Let's risk it. It's time. Look at her go. That's my girl.
I have success.
You always have success. You're so incredible. Oh, you're amazing. Thank you.
11 months later, I finally finished the P5R VODs Lamount High for a good time and a great playthrough.
Woo, you did it. Thank you so freaking much for the 11 months of support. And I'm so freaking, that's so kind of you to watch all of those VODs because, geez, there were a lot of them. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the journey as much as I did. Thank you so much. I hope you're doing well. Time for you to punch stuff, Caspar. I like how he's so small you can't see his face. Apart from where it's like clipping through the book.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah! The greatest. I love that so many of these characters you didn't care much for in your last playthrough are now my girl or baby, truly the magic of 3 houses multiple times. Legit, right? Honestly, one of my favorite things too. Like Caspar, Zero's a hero, actually. I'm so proud of him, always. And Petra, I didn't realize how much I would adore Petra. It's so nice. It's very cool. Caspar, huge redemption story. Legit.
A true noble never fails.
Like Caspar, he really did that. I'm very proud of him. All right, hold on. I need to go buy one more and risk it on. I really just did not level up the people I said I was gonna level up at all. So how about unmedicated? No, I've already leveled you up. Jeez. And then Ash? I gave Ash one. Oh my god. What's happening? I want him to ride a wyvern. And I don't care. I want him to. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome. I remember you thinking you might forget Caspar existed. It's because I did forget he existed. Good job. You're amazing. I did forget he existed.
Oh, what a relief.
But now I know. I know I was wrong. I know I was incorrect for my thoughts. 69%, Felix. I believe in you, okay? 69% in a dream? It's time. It's time. Oh. Oh? 69% in a dream! Oh my goodness. The dream is Felix. Wow.
Easy.
Easy. Easy. Look at all of them. They're all growing up so fast. My god. Okay, some people don't even have intermediate levels, but that's fine. We don't need to worry about it. Actually. 69% chance of Felix being covered in chains. You understand? You get it? Yeah. I have my characters that try 90% and fail. I'm so sorry. No. Oh, do we do the paralogs? They're just so long and I've done them before. Ugh. Let's do the quests. Let's do the quests. I grow tired. I grow weary. What is the mission this week? Month? Hunt for the killer. Oh yeah, my dad's dead. My dad's dead. I forgot about that one. Level 11. We're gonna sneeze on them and it'll be fine. They'll die. Yeah, that works for me. Okay, cool. We're not even gonna look at the map. We're just gonna risk it all. Oh, but I can change where people are. Okay. It's fine. Go, Casper, go! Go! Casper, run! Casper, you're free! I've taken your leash off. Go! Nice! Whoa!
You see that?
I will get the victory.
I just think he's so good. I just think he's great. I just think he's so good.
I am Ferdinand von
I am Ferdinand von Eyre. Let's not use the broken one, eh?
Only a fool challenges me.
Oh my god, you smell that?
The noble.
There's an aroma on the field. What is that aroma? What does it mean? It means Caspar von Bergleses are here. Run! I think that's the setting. Again, Hubert, again. Beautiful.
You could have at least tried.
Oh, the outfit, wow.
I will prevail.
Well, how was that?
Sure thing.
The development. Hubert's floating because he loves killing for Edelgard, of course. As you wish was all he ever said to her. Edelgard, farm boy, fill these with water, please. Hubert, as you wish. That day, she was amazed to discover that when he was saying as you wish, what he meant was I love you. And even more amazing was the day she realized she truly loved him. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's beautiful. It's canon. The farmer boy, yes.
Stay focused.
Wow.
I'll give it my all.
Right. You will. You will, girl. So can you use... We'll figure you out. Don't worry about it. Battle. The farmer boy who fought off knights for 10 days to stop him from trying to rescue his princess. What if I just had a mental collapse? Oh.
Failure is not an option.
You're so the best. Kill him as well.
Witness my power.
You're weak.
I feel like Felix.
Too easy.
Felix, please. Felix, please. Okay, you didn't need an axe. Fuck. My children are the best in the world.
The fight continues.
Look at him go! I am so proud of him! Oh my god, Ash, you're so good. You're so wonderful. Oh my god. Oh, he's grown. He's grown so much. I'm so proud of him. Is that no one over here? Oh, okay. What is... I keep doing this. I don't know. It's fine. Ash killed someone, but at least he didn't murder them. He would never. Not like some people, Dimitri. God. Well, this was quick. Because they should all run at Edelgard, and then she'll kill them all.
Now you know your limits.
Why am I even here?
I don't know.
Not good enough.
You're literally perfect, Felix. Like, you are perfection. Don't. So true.
Another win.
This really just was Edelgard and Felix's day out.
Failure is not an option.
Ooh. Go on, Caspar. You got this one. I believe in you.
No one makes it past me.
Luxury! What he meant was, yeah, voice husky. And even more amazing was the day she realized she shared the mistress with Handler. Oh my god. Unbelievable. I've read this script before. It seems like my past is happening all over again. Dimitri and Felix did it all last time, and Edelgard and Felix are doing it all this time. Oh my god. Where's Hubert? Well, this is unacceptable. No, 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 no. Thank you. These three stay together. Protect at all costs. Okay. I like this team. I like this team. Perfect. Perfect. Are those compression gloves you're wearing? No. They're just because I'm cold. They're just like fingerless gloves. The Empire Trio, my beloveds. OT3. Are they just the most wow? Keep these three together. Do not let them be apart.
I will prevail.
Hold on.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre. If you're nice, I hope you enjoy it when it comes out.
What?
Oh god! Do you want to save like a level up for anyone else? Holy frick.
Splendor of nobility. You are nothing.
Show me more.
As you wish.
You know, Hubert, we need to get you on a horse. I'm sorry, you're just so slow.
Put me in there.
We need to fix something. I live in a temperate rainforest at sea level. Read, snow should not happen here like ever, and it's been snowing for the past 36 hours, and it's heavy and cold and admittedly beautiful, but my poor plants are dying. No, not the plants.
I will get the victory.
I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope you're staying inside and warm though, at the very least.
I will not be stopping.
Sure thing.
Wow, Yuri. Incredible, beautiful. Please don't die. I respect that. It's so funny that I've never seen Casper outside of that Karasno High School volleyball jersey he's always wearing. He's a huge Haikyuu fan. Absolutely loves him.
I'll give it my all.
Really relates to Nishinoya. Something about the erratic energy.
That was tough.
Yeah, I thought Hinata at first as well. But I think he would get on with Nishinoya. For sure. Battle.
Stay focused.
Ugh. Come on, Petra. You got this, okay? You got this. You got this. You got this. You got this. Beautiful.
I will not be stopping.
Beautiful! I'm very happy I went with the decision to make you an assassin.
Feeds my body and mind.
I'm very happy with this. The tiny child on this giant wyvern. You ever just punch a man with a giant freaking whatever that is?
Next time, bring your friends.
Yes.
Witness frigid pride.
You're amazing. I'm so worried for your life. Oh. That's it, right? No! Okay. You might have like 2 health. You're fine. You're so good. You're fine. You're gonna live. You actually are, but Jesus.
That was nothing.
Damn, Ferdinand, okay. Flex. Yes.
Adorable.
Okay, Linhart, please heal Petra. Now. Now. Heal Petra. Right now.
Appreciated.
Okay. Ash looks so cool. I'm very happy about my decision to put him on a wyvern.
I must steel myself.
There we go. Oh, that was so cool.
Flame spirit.
I love the animations of Assassin. Yes. So freaking cool.
Disappointing, but
No, I didn't see it. It was perfect. Excellent.
What a jump.
What a chub. What a chub. Buddy, you go kill this one.
You should be honored.
You should be honored. I'm Ferdinand Ire. Are we done after this? I think so.
For Lady Edelgard.
I ascend. I ascend. I ascend. Hell yeah, Petra. I think Lotfier did a video of the attack animations and broke down the moves. That's so cool! What the hell? That's amazing. Okay, let's do this one. Oh, thank you so much. There are some wonderful ladies. I am honored. I am honored to be in the same leagues as them.
Brother, please wait.
For the last time, Flame, the answer is no.
You are departing for the Rhodos coast, are you not? I must come.
You will do no such thing. I am not going there to pay respects at the cemetery, but to do battle. With you there, I will be beside myself with worry. It will be easier for me to fight if I know you are safe.
The best girl's house. Oh, I love Annie so much, so I don't know if I can fully agree.
Come at just the right time.
Annie and Marianne are my Annie, Marianne, and Edelgard are my fave ladies. I love them. What's going on?
Surely it must be fate that you have appeared at a
This
time of
one
my greatest
Iroh
need.
face.
My dear brother is about to set forth on
We
a
only
most
have so many
dangerous
maps.
mission.
A mission?
Indeed. The Western Church is attempting to seize sacred ground by force. With this action, they are no longer merely believers of a different creed. They are a dangerous threat that cannot be ignored.
If you have
Do not allow
synchronization
holy
problems,
artifacts
try
enshrined there
refreshing.
to fall into their hands.
I too wish to be of use to the church. And I do admit I am terribly worried about my brother. No matter my protests, he will not allow me to come. Professor, this is where you can help. Will you accompany us both on this expedition?
Of course. I mean.
If you are there to protect me, my
Why?
brother's fears will be allayed. Isn't that right, brother?
Why would I do that?
I suppose your aid would indeed be useful, yes.
I knew it! Please, Professor, will you join us?
I would love to join you two siblings in this
Wonderful.
journey.
Let us depart at once.
Just a regular brother and sister duo. Hi, Sniping Raptor, what's up? How you doing? I fleeing the fish girl. She's very fish girl. Could put Caspar. Oh, I guess because we have to. I'm fine. This is. I'm Ferdinand has that as well. God. Actually, who has higher levels? I want to get Lysithea up levels, so maybe let's get Hubert out for this time only and get Lysithea in, and then Hubert can be Linhardt's adjutant, because that sounds kind of funny. This map sucks. It really does. It's horrible. And it's also kind of why I wanted to get Ash and a Wyvern before we did this paralogue. Because at least then I've got someone.
You heretics who defile our goddess! The sacred coast belongs to us.
The Western Church.
You are the heretics. Be gone from here at once. Silence, dog of the apostates. Prepare to receive our righteous blades.
Dog of the Apostate. would be a great band
I
name.
will recapture the monument. Everyone else should focus on removing the surrounding enemies.
Wait,
Keep it all
brother,
burned for
I shall
Christmas.
accompany you.
Okay, my
I'll give it my all.
flying friends. Let us go. The sand maps in Fire Emblem remind me of like how I feel about Dark Souls swamp areas, where it's just like, this isn't fun.
I will prevail.
Look, I know you love, I know you love the freaking swamps, but please, Dark Souls, stop. I hate them. Okay. Okay.
Sure thing.
That helps.
Nice. Let me second Cookie loves his songs. I don't. I think he's wrong. Makes great games, but at what cost? Swamps. Amazing, Sophia. Incredible.
Boy.
Okay, but what's better? Hubert telling Edelgard allow me to paint the path that lies before you red with the blood of your enemies.
Yeah, that was really
So
good.
that she doesn't have to, or Nagito telling Hajime I'm in love with the hope inside of you. This has been serious questions to be thought about seriously with the Xylia.
Okay, genuinely the line that I prefer is the first one, because it's a lot more there's a lot of pain in that one.
I will get the victory.
But overall, I'm more Nagito Hajime. When he, and then, you know, yeah, he changed my life. But the first line is so good. Like, thank you so much for the 100 biddies. They're both, I mean, I ship them both incredible amounts. Lysithia, don't die. That would be so cringe, and you're not cringe. Hi, Cecils. What's up? It's lovely to have you here. I hope you're well. But that's two of my biggest ship. Well, Hajime and Nagito is my biggest ship in Danganronpa. And Hubert and Edelgard is like second biggest in...
How vexing. This is...
Second biggest in this. In Fire Emblem. How do I...
Leave it to me.
Sithia's cringe confirmed. Remember when Nagito said Makoto, we're going back to the love nest, and when Hajime was going back to that love nest, and that was real, and in canon it happened for over years. Do you remember when Hajime and Nagito hung out on the beach fully naked, and Nagito was just like so down with it? It was like, he was so down. He was so down. Because I have never forgotten. I will never forget. I will never forget.
You were outmatched. I don't have time for failure.
Don't say that, because I think there's a lot of sadness in you, and I don't like that, okay?
I will get the victory.
It's okay if you just want to see me naked.
Let us away.
Come on, Hajime. You can invent that. I'm Nagito. I'm gonna ruin your life. But like in a fun way. Yeah.
I'll go.
God. I can't wait for us to do the watch parties of Danganronpa. She doesn't have time. No! She has so much time. She's doing great. Don't worry about it. As well. Maybe.
I'll give it my all.
Boy.
The way I just got more bit solely for the purpose of hearing the way TTS says Hajime.
Hajime.
And Nagito, I miss you so much, you absolute weirdos. You realize parties when because I have no
Please. Oh my god, the fanfiction I can read soon of Hajime.
Guide me well.
Finally. I will be so grateful to be able to consume the fanfiction. Oh god. Hajime. Thank you so much for the 100 biddies, Sminch. Thank you. Thank you so, so, so much. Hajime. You have self-control, a level I could never. I just don't want the spoilers. I really want to look up Izuru Nagito fanfiction.
Just getting started.
Caspar? 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 Jesus, okay. You're doing your thing. Yeah. Ugh. I saw things for myself via fanfiction. I've definitely done that. But like sometimes I don't even know if it's a spoiler. It's a spoiler until like after it's then come up in the game and I'm like, oh, I just thought this person was really creative. Oh. But yeah.
Sure thing.
My top Danganronpa ships are in V3. I did see a TikTok.
Oh, thanks.
And I don't know any of the characters' names, and I don't really remember what they look like. But it was like I've seen edits of like so it was like an edit of like the main three in Danganronpa 1 and the main three in Danganronpa 2, and it was about like Makoto and Hajime being obsessed with the other two, and then I assumed the protagonist of 3 being obsessed with the other two, but I don't remember what they look like. I think one had dark hair. Yes, don't say anything. It's all who knows? Who knows? I don't even know. I've never said anything in my life. Seth, get it together. Stay in the camera frame. You're gonna die, Seth. Oh, that means the thing's over. Seth, you little
I must pull back.
stinky
I leave the
man.
rest to you. Do not let them take this position.
That means it's over. Like, we can't do that. SMH. Set it.
Guide me well.
I will. Maybe. Set it, that's cringe. Why would you let Seth die? Because I'm bad at the game. That's why, okay? I don't know how to play video games. There you go. Okay, Ash is protecting him. All will be well. All will be well.
I will prevail. Stay focused.
It won't be the same after the Mighty 9 show comes out, because I'll unleash a whole horde of new A3 fics. Hell yeah, I hope you enjoy them. I never shipped much in the Mighty 9 apart from Jester and Caleb, which I literally shipped them from episode 10. Like I was so early in the trenches over them. I was them forever. Forever and ever. I immediately swung myself a Charizard because I literally couldn't stop myself. Nah, see, that's the kind of thing, like, it depends. There'll be some shows where I don't mind enough. Like, I don't mind about getting spoilers enough to stop myself from reading fanfiction, but like Trigun, I wouldn't. Like, I need to see how the story is playing that one out. But I'm trying to think of one that I wouldn't mind being spoiled for. I don't know, like a Bleach spoiler is the only reason I'm interested in this show. So... Oh my god, I've done that. Like, I'll read fanfiction for like things I don't know anything about, and then you have to figure, like, the working backwards to figure out what is canon and like what isn't is so weird every time. And like, if you read enough of it, you start to realize like what the fandom has accepted as like the characterization for the character, and like you have no clue if it's right, but you're enjoying it nonetheless. It's just like, I don't know what's going on here, but I support them. Yes. The weirdest is when a fanfic refs a really obscure spin-off of Lost Media lore that was never translated, and you sit there like, was I supposed to find out? Oh, this dialogue was canon, or this scene actually happened. Yeah. Yeah. Big time.
Apologies.
I don't know what's happening here, but it's hot sauce too. One of my favorite things is when there's like a really obscure line or like a character enjoys something and it's like mentioned in one clip or one scene or in one piece of written dialogue that is never even said out loud, and best believe that is going to be in every single fanfiction you have ever read of this character. Like Akechi, and that's no small potatoes, and him enjoying Featherman. That is in it. That is in the. It will be in every single one. All of them. Every single one. Did you know Akechi? Yes.
It is our duty to worship Saint Kiho. We will not allow heretics to come near.
We must extrapolate from that faraway line. We must.
Stronger.
Oh. You can keep that.
But it was for the sake of the goddess.
Jesus, so based on trying to kill him. But the version of Jesus I like. Not that Jesus. I Jesus. My V3 ship, I started to ship before I played V3 mainly because of a non-spoiler fic I found for them, and I was like, well, now I need all the content I need for them. Ah. That's cute. Reading a fanfic and not knowing what a character looks like, so you imagine a placeholder in your head, but you see their official art and you're like, excuse me? Yes, I do that. Big time. And like, they just don't look like how they should. Even though someone did spend a lot of time designing them
I'll give it my all.
and probably knows what they look like, but no. I'm not sure that's right. What if the person you're worshipping is here right in front of you and you could talk to them about you? Just like, what if that saint was like in the room with us right now? How would you feel?
My heart is full of victory. A striking display.
Oh my gosh, yes, Hades. Like, that sort of thing. Yuri is apparently canonically allergic to cats, and I genuinely thought this was a headcanon. There are so many things that I'll just be like, oh, that's just like the community has agreed that that is a headcanon that they enjoy. And then suddenly you find out it's real, it's true. Bizarre. Bizarre. Ashley, I'm so scared for your life. Can you like, we're gonna attack and then we're gonna run away. Just kill him. Beautifully done. Okay, amazing. It was tough, and now we're gonna run.
I'll give it my all.
What? We're just gonna sit you there. Have one of them. Enjoy. Do you have any healing?
Me well.
I think we're just not gonna guide you. This time. That could be fun. Go for it. You know what, Sedef? I'll risk your life again. Ding, ding, bow, 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 bow. Fun voice, sorry, quick, close the keyboard. Sedef, you got 40 health. You got 38 health. I believe in you to live. Oh, you got this. Easy. Easy.
Let Mother rest in peace.
Easy. Playing. Okay. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Destiny unfurls.
From all the hinting chat, I still don't know if they're reincarnations of saints or the saints themselves. They are them, yeah. They're fun. Hopefully we get that support, because it's a great one. I don't know if there's a clip of the moment I figured it out last time, but it was great. It's a really good moment.
Let us away.
Heretics! Prepare to taste the power of the true servants of the goddess.
What's a rooibos tea? I'm intrigued.
We are no match for them. Brothers, retreat. Brothers, help the remaining priests escape. Be the shield that stops these miscreants in their tracks. Do you dare compound your crimes further? There will be no escape for you!
Can we just stay still and they all run towards us? That would be a lot easier. Felix, hide in the bushes. and then killed him.
Leave it to me.
Sophia, that's a lot of dying you're doing. I would like you to not. Seth is mad he got called a miscreant. Your spells look crazy, Lysithia. I'm a fan. It's a caffeine-free herbal tea.
I will prevail.
I see, I see.
I will get the victory.
I will remove you.
I will not be stopping. You're relentless.
Fun fact, it is a war crime to kill a retreating enemy. They're retreating towards us. So like, they're like walking into our weaponry. So it's not really our fault.
Stay focused.
You know?
Sure thing.
Yuri agrees. If they're retreating towards us, they're technically advancing.
That's how it goes.
How are we to know the difference?
Another win.
Beautiful. Who needs to die? This one.
I won't allow it.
I can't see through the sand. The footprints are getting all messed up and I just cannot tell which direction they're going. It's really not my fault.
This might be my limit.
I don't think so. I've decided. It's not.
Apologies.
There we go. Good job, Felix.
The goddess protects us.
No, she doesn't. Yay!
Goddess, have you abandoned us?
Yes.
That is the last of them. Flame, will you place some flowers at the monument?
Of course, brother. That is what I came here to do.
Wow, the only goddess I know is my future ex-wife, Manuela. What are you, a simp? Actually, the goddess is right over there.
Your assistance is most appreciated. I can only hope that the Western Church will now see reason and abandon this place. But just to be safe, I have retrieved the holy artifacts. We cannot risk them falling into their hands.
Ooh, fun. Ooh, fun.
I will entrust them to you.
Why? Thank you.
I must confess, despite the situation, it was a pleasure to return here. This coast has a certain sentimental significance to my sister and me.
Sentimental significance? What is that?
Yes. This stone monument is not merely here to commemorate Saint Keyhole. It is also the grave of my wife.
You are safe now, Mother. Finally, you may find peace.
Wait, so your mother and his wife are buried here? Wait a minute?
I suppose you have earned the right to know. But this must remain between us. Flame is actually my daughter. My late wife and her mother are the same person.
I had no idea!
And here I thought we had hidden it skillfully.
Absolutely not, Seth.
There are many who
Absolutely
would
not.
seek to harm Flame due to the unique blood she bears. Falsifying her identity is necessary to conceal her from such individuals. Mercifully, I happen to look quite young for my age. We make rather convincing siblings, do we not?
If you say so.
I was certain our cover was adequate.
Mother
Aww.
loved the coast so much. She and I came here together often. Fishing was her favorite pastime. I used to sit and watch while she cast her line.
I remember it fondly. You did so love to eat the fish she caught as well.
Fish is my favorite food, it is true. Due in no small part to Mother.
I still come here to fish from time to time, using the skills my wife taught me. It reminds me how deeply I appreciate those years, and how I wish I could return to them.
We cannot turn back the clock, Father. We must live our lives fully, in the present moment.
You're right. That is what she always said, isn't it? Dwell too much on the past, and you may be unable to move forward. Come then. Let us return home.
Flame likes fish? Fresh on the
Goodbye,
ocean?
Mother. I love you. I shall bring flowers again for you next time.
You guys can't turn back time? You, huh? Yeah, no, me neither. I've no, what? I can't turn back time either. Yeah, I don't think Seth looks that old. I was mainly picking those options because I picked the other ones last time. But I think they look like they could be siblings. But having all the ... dots before saying sister, that's where it's given away. It's like my sister. Honey, you're not being subtle. The time travel thing is so unimportant that fanfic authors also forget it's a thing. Excellent news. I should read some Byleth fanfiction at some point, just to try and understand. Because I fear I never will from this game.
Quite intriguing. Thank you.
Hopefully this run gets you on the Aetherlith ship forever. See, okay, so I'm probably gonna be down with Aetherlith. I don't think I won't be. I'm also, like, I love Dimilith. But the thing is Byleth on her own is, like, such a she's not a character to me. So, like, all of the ship only comes from Edelgard and Dimitri. It's like their feelings about Byleth that is cute to me. But like Byleth is just like not a person. Like they're not real. They're just there. So I like the ships because of what they mean for Edelgard and Dimitri, but I do not think they're good. Like, as in, I don't think the ship as a whole is immaculate.
I've grasped it. How lovely.
I need to do this. When I write the Byleth essay, you will understand Byleth. Maybe. It would take a lot. A lot. So don't get any hopes set on it because ugh. But you never know, yes.
You are.
If you don't romance Hubert, you should totally watch this port. I'm very down. I don't know who I'm gonna romance because Dimitri was so like into Byleth, and I think Edelgard's gonna be the same. But Hubert, the Goddess Tower with Hubert was so good. I have an idea for Byleth Twins AU-fic, but the thing about me and fanfic is I need to actually read them. What a mood. I like, every time I go to sleep, I always like dream up all these scenarios in my head as I'm trying to like relax and unwind. And I'm just like, oh, this would be a very cool fic idea. Wow, this is very nice. Will I ever write it?
I'm looking sharp.
I don't know. But it's a nice idea. Thank you, Sminch. Yes. I don't want to know anything. AJ made a really good Fire Emblem Three Houses video. Yo, AJ, you in chat? Yo. Nah, me and AJ have talked so much about Byleth. And I think we're in agreement. Cuba, it's time for you to become a horse girl.
Friend.
When you check your fanfic and I'm disappointed to see it hasn't updated in your absence. I think Byleth represents something extremely thematically potent, won't take spoilers, but I talk about in that video, but the execution leaves a lot to be desired. Intriguing. Yeah, you can do what you want, Yuri. It's up to you. I'm interested when those themes will become apparent, because Lawrence, stop! Well, he waited like 2 weeks. I'm very proud of him. Oh.
No need to concern yourself with trivialities, Lady Edelgard. I will handle this.
Hubert, the whole point is for us to achieve this together, don't you think?
Perhaps you're right. Then let's see it done quickly.
He did wait. He was very good.
We have no good excuse for it, but somehow we came up short.
Agreed. The bar may have been set rather too high.
Elon Kubas.
It's starting to take shape.
I feel like the depth of Byleth's personality or like the role really depends on who they're interacting with. I agree. I big agree.
Ooh, boy.
Professor, please, I restrained myself while you mourn your father. May I please join your house?
You know what, Lawrence? That was very nice of you. Welcome on in. Welcome.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Everyone is so welcome. Please, leave me. Violet gives me cardboard energy. Like, have you ever seen like a piece of stale bread? I feel like Violet's really just like very stale. Very, very stale. Like, she can stand up on her own, but if you like whack her, like, you can just stale hard. Oh, oops. I love my little piece of stale bread. I refuse to throw her away. She is so moldy, but she is mine. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. What am I doing? Why isn't... Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay. Just gonna summon her. Just gonna summon her. Bread left on the counter for weeks? Let's go.
Well, that worked.
I understand.
Hannah, I am at your door. I'm knocking on the window. I am screaming at the sky. I am begging, sobbing, groveling even. If I can't get into your house, I may pass away. Would you leave me on your porch to wither? When you say it like that, good job. You know what? I think we're gonna recruit Mercedes. It's not the bread's fault that they have a tiny goddess in their head that stunted all their emotional. So you're alright. You know what? You're right. It's not her fault.
No need.
I missed the notification for stream, so I'm super late, but I hope you're doing well. Hello! It's lovely to have you here. I hope you are so well.
What?
Manuela, you're incredible, huh? Jeez. The Black Eagle students have been asked specifically to please not interact with the purple-haired man sitting on the steps outside. Please do not let him inside the building. He will refuse to leave and we'll have to get security to remove him again. It's not the bread's fault that the yeast was improved, so it has no personality. I mean, taste. It has nothing. What? What's happening? God, I'm gonna be honest. These students, I just do what you want. I'm starting to fall apart. Just do whatever. I don't care anymore.
Professor.
Yes. Whatever you want. The time skip can't come soon enough. I'm falling apart. Please. Please.
With you, I can...
With the two of us, there is nothing to worry about.
That wasn't so bad.
I just woke up and I'm really groggy. Oh, I hope you have a beautiful morning though. Lawrence is standing outside the Black Eagles with a stereo. He's got a sign. He's got a stereo.
I'd never have learned
The fact that
this
only
back in
war
my
can
room.
soothe your soul tells you how dire the situation.
I understand more.
From a quick study.
It's I'm just falling apart at this seams, okay? Hannah's pure exhaustion is kind of in character if you think about it really hard. Can you load? Thank you. I'm just so tired. I'm just so tired. I'm just done. Right, where are we at? Hubert. Who can you talk to? Lenhart. Beautiful. Okay. Let's try for... Oh, never mind. We've got Edelgard and Manuela. Let's try for Edelgard and Hannah.
Oh, I love this meal. How did you know?
You should continue eating, of course. However, do you mind answering a few questions?
I don't know much about Violet to have an opinion, but I think Robin is a pretty good self-insert character. Yeah, I do want to say, like, self-insert characters are not bad by default. I don't think... Like, that's never what I'm trying to say. What I'm saying is she is a self-insert rather than a character. So, like, there's silent protagonists, and I think some of them fall into self-insert, where it's like, you are just choosing the actions they make. and they don't have a personality and a character. And then there's some that through the story have a very obvious personality. So for me, like, the best silent protagonists are like Amori and Joker from Persona. Whereas like you in Persona 4, I don't think is as good of a silent protagonist, but he is more of a self-insert. So Byleth to me is a silent protagonist who is just a self-insert. Like, I don't know, I have no clue what her personality is. I don't know what she feels about anything, because I think the game is just leaving it to the player to just choose what they want. So I don't think Byleth has any personality, which that isn't necessarily bad. Like, I would prefer a character with personality, but someone else might not. Yeah. Black Eagles is my favorite house. Nice. Hell yeah, hell yeah. You is literally a blank slate. Yeah, like, he's very self-inserty. And like, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Like, I love you fanfiction. I think fanfiction goes really, really cool places with him. Holy frick! Hello? Oh my god. He's back. Thank you so much. Granola, thank you so much for the 20 gifted subs. Thank you so freaking much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is so kind. Hee hee. Thank you so freaking much. Thank you so much for the support. And there's a whole bunch of brand new 1 month subs in there, and 2 months, so that's so kind. If you got a sub, please feel free to say thank you, or just enjoy the emotes, or enjoy the sub badge. Thank you so freaking much, Granola. That is so above and beyond generous. Thank you so much. Holy moly, thank you. Thank you. Ah! My goodness. Ah! Sedith is on the way. He is pushing Lorenz out the way. My god, thank you so much. Byleth's lack of personality is super awkward in this heavily character-driven game. It helps a lot for creating your own story, but I'd like to know a bit more Byleth. Yeah, I agree. Especially when, like, Lorenz. Especially when Byleth goes through some very, like, emotional things. I would like to know how Byleth really feels about that. Thank you!
Might as well add on to the bio.
Thank you so much, Saber. Thank you. Thank you for the 8 months of support. That is so kind of you. Thank you. Welcome back. Also got my next badge, yo! Hell yeah, we'd love to see it. Beautiful. Hi Danny, what's up? Ashen Demon is so raw. It really is. Wish I knew, like, that's what I wish. Like, I'm just like, yeah, that's so cool. Like, give me more. I want that. Yeah. And yes, I played the Blue Lions, and this is my second playthrough. I guess we could try get Shamir and Catherine B support. That could be nice. Shamir even in the list? I'm losing it. Yeah, I'm losing it. Shamir doesn't even eat here. She doesn't. Who's Shamir? What? Eh? You know what? It's fine. I'm just... I'll sacrifice character for a sweet-ass nickname, and it's a really good one. We have like 6 Hubert commands and no Byleth commands. Shamir was never real. I can't believe I've just gaslit myself into Shamir not existing. I guess Shamir and Catherine are away doing like the oh, who killed Gerald kind of stuff. You know, that whole thing. It is what it is. Right, Dorothea. Dorothea and Linhart? We could try. Let's do that. She is in my class.
But it's been a while, so I'm not sure.
Yeah.
This is my favorite. I am rather happy you went out of your way to pick it, Professor.
The game is trying to say lesbians aren't real. I can't believe it. And Dimitri protects them. And the game does this. How unfair. How unfair. Okay. Buddy and Petra. Buddy and Petra. Buddy and Petra. Shamir should simply come back to the monastery to have dinner with us.
Like that, I feel that I can really seize the day.
I would be liking that greatly.
No, you're just doing really important stuff. You exist to me. 3 houses is just being grumpy, right? Caspar and Bunny. Caspar and Bunny. Caspar and Bernie. Caspar and Bernie. Caspar and Bernie. Caspar? Bunny? Caspar and Bunny also do not exist. I'm sad to say.
I can eat so much of this stuff. My stomach's growling just thinking about it.
I'd rather eat alone in my room, but since that's apparently not allowed... Okay.
Caspern. Excellent. Oh my god. Ash and Marianne. 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 Ash and Marianne don't like any of the same food. Ash and Marianne. That's Felix. Marianne. Ash. Oh, this one really makes me want gnocchi.
It was my father's favorite.
Somehow everything tastes better with company.
Aww. Do you have any specific pairings on mind? I don't go for any pairings. I just am gonna let the game work its horrific magic to decide who goes where. But I ship Hubert and Edelgard, and also Hubert and Edelgard and Ferdinand. So I'm very content with that. God, Kumar likes a lot of things. He was a big eater, you know? Lysithir and Felix, Lysithir and Felix, Lysithir and Felix, Lysithir and Felix. Lysithia! No! Okay, well, you two need to start agreeing on food tastes. Christ. Pie? Not even pie? Do you just hate fish? Is that the issue? Lysithia. Well, maybe you'll both be unhappy together. What about that? You two are just... What? Okay, there you go. Give them both water.
Simple days like today are probably the ones you'll think back on fondly.
I don't go for any pairing, she says after getting the Felix and Sylvain one. I literally don't ship Felix and Sylvain at all. Sorry. I didn't like that ending. Believe me, I got no endings that were in any way planned or wanted. They were a whole hodgepodge of weird energy. The one I would have won, like, we read them all afterwards, and the Dedue Ash one, oh, I was so happy. Oh, carrying is irrelevant. I don't feel like I get the joke, but yes, no. Oh, I wanted a net Felix so bad. I've almost never seen Hannah more unhappy than when she got Felix's. I just loved Annette and Felix. Okay, I just loved them. They were just beautiful, and it got destroyed. It got taken from me. Did you marry someone? I married Dimitri.
While I have little interest in food, I will admit to a weakness for this one dish.
This
Anna only likes one redhead with Felix, and even then she prefers Felix with the blonde one. I just like Felix and Dimitri, and I just am happy with them and their little angsty little world. No, I love Felix and Annette, but truly, Felix and Dimitri is the one. That is like one of my all-time favorite ships ever. Wow. Okay. I believe in you. This is the one. It's not. Okay, never mind. I might have lied to you. Never mind. Maybe we won't do this. Hubert and Aloise? You have a wife, Aloise. What do you mean? When I get into a rhythm while cleaning, I always end up singing a song that I make up on the spot. It's so embarrassing when someone, Felix, hears me. What should I do? I bet people really enjoy your songs, Felix. Trust me. Just stop. Stop singing. God. Did I get Manuel and Dorothea? No. Okay. Demilix is so peak. It's like Naruto Sasuke, but Naruto goes through an entire arc where he is just mentally ill.
For attention, but how loud is too loud?
This is no good. Sing from your diaphragm. Low. Get it?
I don't know why that made me laugh.
Practice yields results.
Oh my god. The fact that Sylvain is so here makes me so sad, because I feel like Sylvain, you can't die without me. We've made a promise to together. Just gets. I agree. Like, that support could be like the like, that is so my kind of thing of like the vows that they give each other to die with each other or just be there, and it's so good. And like, even in that paired ending, I think that works so well. But I just have literally no faith. Like, I can't ship Sylvain with anyone. I just can't do it, because apart from there's like this really, really, really angsty like Glenn, Dimitri, Sylvain, Felix story that some people in AO3 write in, and it's so good. But I can't ship Sylvain with people because I'm just like, I don't believe he would ever not cheat on them and just disrespect them, and that's not something I enjoy as a as a ship. I just genuinely don't believe he would ever not do that. Because the game never showed me any different. And I can't do it. It hurts me. Oh, greenhouse. Boom.
Professor.
Hello. Vegetables. Fruit. A hoe through and through. And you know what? Good for him. I support him. Just away from my ships. He can do all he pleases. But nowhere near my characters. Okay. Good. Sylvain a hoe, which we support. However, it's not good for a lasting relationship, and unless both parties agree. True. And you know, I have read some Sylvain Dimitri Felix fanfic, and that was pretty damn good. So, good for them. Felix and Annette's names are both referenced to Les Miserables. Annette's middle name is Fantine, and in Les Miserables there's Felix and Fantine who get together and have a daughter named Cosette, who is one of the main protagonists of the novel. Felix's middle name, Hugo, is also a reference. That's so cool! Yes! I like that. That's really cute. That's really, really cute. Oh. Lawrence, it has been 3 days since you last asked to join the house. Actually, no, I think it's been a week. I don't remember when you asked. Lawrence. Hey, Hannah, I think Lawrence wants to join. Maybe. Shall we just let him? Should we? No. No. Get him out of here. Oh. Who's at the door? Lawrence will ask to join after time. Just kidding. Please, Professor. Please, the Golden Deer. They're just awful. Please let me join. No. Oh. And now would like to speak to me? We were just talking about you.
Hello, Professor. Do you have a moment?
Yes. What's up? Of course.
Well, I have this book of battle tactics that I borrowed from one of the knights. There's one part that I just don't understand. Do you think you could explain it to me?
Leave it to me.
Great. Thank you so much. It's about this diagram here. I don't get why the knights are grouping up in that forest there. I just can't see the advantage to a formation like that.
Just does it all over again. Lawrence would really like to speak with you.
I finally get it. You really are a great teacher.
You're the one who did the wag.
No way. I couldn't have done it without you.
A little blushy
I just love learning new things. That's why I came to the Officers Academy. I want to learn magic, battle tactics, martial arts, and well, all kinds of stuff. I'm learning more now than I have in my whole entire life. Speaking of, I'd better go visit the library for some research before magic practice, which is just before sword training.
Don't overdo it.
That's just not possible. I always find it's more tiring to laze around doing nothing. I've never been any good at that.
You're such a mood in
I have to
that.
have something to do.
God.
Like on my days off, I need to get up early and take care of the cleaning first, or I just can't relax. Know what I mean?
No, I do not.
Oh, I'm so glad you agree. You'd be surprised how rare it is to find people like us. Not to mention... Oh, wait. Oh, no.
What?
I was supposed to be on cooking duty today. I completely forgot. Sorry, Professor, but I have to run. Thanks again for your help.
Good luck, Annette.
Who put this stupid barrel here?
Did you recruit back all your blue lines? I recruited Felix and Ash. Wish I could have recruited Dimitri, honestly.
Professor, I know where the enemy is. Where Solon is. They're in a place called the Sealed Forest, close to the monastery. The Archbishop is gathering the knights to begin a search. She's doing so in secret, behind our backs.
Why in secret?
She must be afraid that a thirst for revenge will compel you to seek them out.
That's why I came to talk
Now
to you.
that you know, will you give us the order?
Oh God!
No, I will not allow it.
This discovery comes just when the knights are at their busiest. It is all too likely that our foes revealed themselves to lure you out there. They are the ones who took Geralt from you. I know how you must despise them, but I must ask you to rein in your personal feelings for now.
You can't stop me. I'm Byleth.
Please,
I have a surname.
Professor, do not act carelessly. I ask that you leave this to us. Losing you so soon after losing Geralt would be unbearable.
So what?
Lady Rhea, our professor is not acting out of revenge. Sending us out there is the most strategic move we can make. You can't deny it. Most of the knights are still far away. Not only does our professor wield a hero's relic,
Your stinks!
but there is no one
What's
here
up?
who is more powerful. Sedith and the few remaining knights can't leave the monastery unattended. We have fought under our teacher's command countless times. We are the most effective army here, and we are already prepared for battle. We have no idea what the enemy is plotting. We must act now.
Professor, do you agree with this strategy?
I agree with Edelgard.
Understood. I will give you the order. Destroy the enemy that is hiding in the sealed forest.
Rhea, like, this is absolutely not what I said, but now that you agree, then I approve the strategy. I actually am in charge. Yeah.
You have the protection of the goddess on your side. Whatever happens, you
There
shall
was a spot in which we need a new save. I think this might be it, and we missed it. Huh?
Let's go, my teacher. Whatever happens, do not lose your conviction out there.
When did you last save? I can check in a minute. I can check in a minute. This one. It's not here, it's later. It's fine. I can say we're good. I can save. I'd make a second save just in case. Okay. Okay, we'll do 2. And then I'll save in this one. And then this one can become the church. I assume it's like where the split for the churches. We'll do the church in 4, and then Edelgard in 3, and then 1, and then Claude will be 2. Beautiful. Beautiful. I got scared, no worries, it's fine. It's fine. Right, before we do this mission, I'm going to go to the bathroom and refill my drink. I know, I was dreading it was about the church route thing, and I was like, if I have to play the monastery again, I'm never gonna play this game. The church route will never happen if I have to play through this game again. It will never. No. Anyway, RB. Enjoy, Hubert. How are you all in a hive mind? How? Every BRB. My goodness. My goodness. Hello, hello. I return. Oh, I thought I forgot my drink. I didn't. Good. Right. Are we ready? It's time to... I forget what happens in this one mission. Get revenge. We have a glaring right. Okay, well that's true. I guess I gotta change the BRB. I guess I gotta update it. I gotta change it. Things have gotta change around here. It's just being too much. Okay, we do a save. Yes. Be rich back. Just be rich.
We are now within the sealed forest. We must not let our guard down.
Professor, we'll avenge Gerald for you, no matter what.
Remember, it is a bad idea to get distracted by revenge.
Thanks, Ferdinand. My dad's dead.
I have readiness. Our enemies will be taking... we will take our enemies down.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like we have any other missions this month. I suppose this is as good a way as any to spend our energy.
Yeah.
Lindhart spending energy? We'd better finish this fast before the pigs start flying everywhere.
Lower your voice. The enemy could be close.
But Hubert told me to shout.
It is time to
What?
repay the kindness of the
Oh,
professor
boy.
who saved my life.
Professor, I know I'm the one who insisted we come here, but don't doubt for a moment that the enemy is waiting for you.
Lady Edelgard, what are you saying?
What other objective could they possibly have? We have no clue what kind of trap is waiting for us. Please be careful, my teacher. We can't afford to lose you.
The enemy is strong, but you will prevail. You must.
Cool. That was fun. Hubert stuff. Yeah, he did. He sounded very scared. Lady Edelgard. I'm so intrigued. I'm so intrigued at how the story is gonna play out. Right, who we got? Lysithia, you can have... Edelgard, you can have Lysithia. And then... Buddy, you can have Dorothea. And then... Caspar, you can have Bunny. Sure, that works. I'm happy with that. Shaking Cupid. What are we? Tell me! That looks like a floating... Oh my god, yeah, it does. Especially today. Incoming message around his floating head. I want to just... Wait, no. I gotta just float in the void. Perfect. Is this starting to sound like we're being accepted as the polycule? I think so. I think we are making the polycule right now. Oh my god! Hey Monica, long time no see. How you doing, Queen? I literally need to set it up so that Hubert is in the front, so then Yuri can be his dancer, so then Hubert actually moves more squares. Sure, that works. Oh, I need to. Ferdinand has had like a broken spear for so long. Let me sort that out, okay?
Thanks a bunch.
I'm so sorry. Anyone else got anything? Oh yeah, we do. Sorry, if I could just. Oh, sorry. Whoa. Sorry, if I could just sell that.
Is that
Perfect, thank you.
Thanks a bunch. Is that the one? Thanks a bunch.
I should have done some inventory management. Fuddy, no, Hubert, what's your name? You. Do you want this? It's Saint Sethling's. Do you like? How do you feel about that? Can you even have it? It's yours. Enjoy. What's the other thing we got? I'm very respectful to these prized possessions we receive. Do I have it? No. Eh? He would enjoy it in an ironic way. It's just so cool like that. Did we not get a... Oh. Boom. It's yours. And you can have this as well. Cool. He does like irony. This is very true. It's in character. This looks good to me. Does it? Maybe we should get Edelgard's axes fixed up. And maybe the knuckles.
Welcome. Is that the thanks a bunch?
Is that the one?
Is that the thanks a bunch?
Is that the one?
Is that the thanks a bunch?
Oh. Fine. Okay.
Is that thanks a bunch?
Is everyone else fine?
Is that thanks a bunch?
Thanks a bunch.
Is that thanks a bunch?
Thanks a bunch.
Is that thanks a bunch?
Thanks a bunch.
Okay, we're good.
Come back.
Fight time.
Look there! Demonic beasts! I suppose they aren't holding back.
Oh, where did they come from? I did not check the map thoroughly.
Hello, you're here. Welcome to the Forest of Death.
Thanks, Queen. Okay.
My name is Kranya. This weakling girl was just a borrowed look for me. This is what I really look like.
Whoa.
Now, you vermin, I'll take down every last one of you.
No. Anyway, oh, this has changed my whole plan. Actually, no, that kind of works out. We can do like 5 either way. Hannah, is Monaco Corona SS or SSS? I'm torn. God, it's really hard.
I will prevail.
Like, it's hard to limit perfection to just one ranking.
As you wish.
Truly.
Sure thing.
We need a new tier. Monaco tier. Not the Hisoka aesthetic. No. No. Okay, Hubie. No, that's fine.
Stay focused.
Put me in there.
But so you haven't played that. It allows you to feed cats and dogs, which is truly the best part of it. Oh my gosh, wait, this is the sword that I gave Dimitri. Oh, this is such a... My angst playthrough is really... It's really all... Ooh. I gave the Levin sword to Dimitri last time, and now Felix has it. So my Felix-Dimitri ship angst continues.
I have improved.
There's a story reason. I'm gonna come up with it. Dimitri gave it to him as a present.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
And now he's abandoned Dimitri's side.
I will get the victory.
Oh no.
I'll give it my all.
Unbelievable.
If this takes too long, I might be forced to escape.
You can, it's fine.
Oh, or do you simply intend to let me go? How accommodating of you.
Welcome.
As for me, I intend to kill you all.
Okay. Sorry. What class is Felix? Grappler. He does big punch. We call it thighs and chains. Great. No, no time skip yet, but time skip soon, I think.
Next time, bring your friends.
Oh, we got another star. Hubert, you want another one, King? Look at this boy! Incredible. The best.
So this is how it's done.
You're so magical. You are so perfect and everything. Stream can't end until we get time off. Oh? That's all. Can you land one hit? Okay, I guess you can heal, that's fine. It feels like a waste for Felix to just do like 3 damage. It feels like a waste on all of them. Okay, come on.
Could have at least tried.
You tell him, Hubie.
I still have a long way to go.
Down. Hey, Blackie, what's up? Very nice. Get like the other levels.
My efforts are paying off.
No need to hold back, milady.
I feel so normal about you two. It's just so normal. I just feel so very normal and fine about you two and the way that you interact and care about one another. It's so fine and cool and nice.
Who's next?
I appreciate your dedication to efficiency against the demonic beast, Hannah. I'm never able to fight them without breaking their shields for the sweet, sweet loot, which takes us... Yeah, the loot. What? Yeah, that thing that they give you if you break the shield.
Another win. Too easy.
Vegetables hours in and Hannah learns about loot, and I'm gonna promptly forget because clearly I don't need it. It's not that good. It's fine. My characters are living. Caspar, how do you feel about punching this clown? How does that make you feel? We're not here for the gameplay, truly. If you are here for gameplay, I don't know why. Like, I just, why? I don't think you understand. I don't think you ever will.
Stay vigilant.
See, I will get chests though. Speed! Oh my god, we can give that to Hubert. Wow. Wow. I like watching you get lost and play on Hannah mode, that's why. That's the kind of gameplay we're talking about. The good kind. Characters. If you want to talk to me about characters, I'm here all day, every day, all the time. 24/7. Yep.
I will not be stopping.
Like how Petra is incredible and wonderful and amazing, and those attack animations are so good. She's incredible, and I just love Petra. Just look at her. Wow. Wow. You know? You know?
Much appreciated.
I love them both, but can't romance them both, and life is pain. I'm very sorry. I feel that. I feel that with Hubert and Edelgard. I entered this chat when you were lost on the Final Fantasy VII world map. I was immediately conditioned. That was such a god.
You're weak.
For Lady Edelgard.
I just think they're neat. I just think they're cool. I just think they're the best. Caspar. Come on. I know what I'll be reading at 3 a.m. Yes. Yes. Did you think Edelgard and Hubert should hold hands, Hannah? I think they should do more than that. I think they should be together forever.
Oh, how cute! You're trying so hard. But now it's time to die.
Please don't talk to the child that way. I know he smells. But... Oh, Caspar.
I lost. Not me. Never me.
I'm sorry, Caspar, you didn't deserve that. Actually, fuck that. I refuse to accept it. Didn't happen. Not real. Not true.
Put me in there.
I can't let you be defeated by a character like this. It just,
I will prevail.
Just doesn't make sense.
Sure thing.
It feels wrong. Edelgard, avenge him! The rabies brought him back. Wow! Thank you, rabies.
Huh? What are you? Are you here to kill me?
Oh.
I am. Prepare yourself for death while you still can.
Sorry. Edelgard just wore better than you.
But how? How could I really lose? To a lowly creature like you?